Wow, man. Boxing is a diabolical sport. And I'll say that right now, man. I absolutely love this sport. But when it comes to the politics, it is the most ridiculous sport in the world. Frank Warren suing Sela, basically suing the Saudi Arabian government for $1 billion because of the creation of Zuffa boxing. Turki Al-Sheikh, Sela, going and forming Zuffa boxing, cutting out Frank Warren, but cutting in Dana White. Cutting out Frank Warren, still in his ways, learning the ins and outs from the game. Decided to create their own thing, taking fighters away from Queensberry and Matchroom. And now don't know what to do, but other than sue people, then place lawsuits against people. It's kind of funny how things work. One day you're praising Turki Al-Sheikh. One day this is the greatest thing that's happened for the sport. The next, it actually does seem like Turki Al-Sheikh had a plan all of these years to backstab everybody, if that's what you want to call it, even though boxing is backstabbing at its highest. Before Turki Al-Sheikh joined this game, PBC, Eddie Hearn, Queensberry, there's been backstabbing going down since the first time people laid eyes on the sport of boxing. It has been one of the most corrupt sports and still is to this day. And I guarantee you, let's just say Zuffa boxing gets canceled and we carry on with no more Turki Al-Sheikh cards, no more Sela. We're gonna go back to the same old boxing that we always had. It's always been corrupt. It's always been corrupt. Take out Dana White, take out Zuffa boxing, where, you know, right now all the promoters are going against him. Take them out. I guarantee you in the next year, we'll see once again promoters battling it out again. They're forced to join forces again right now because of Big Bank, who rolled in and is trying to change the game. All of a sudden, because this is happening, it squared Matchroom Boxing and Eddie Hearn and Oscar De La Hoya and all these guys up. It forced the issue on why they need to put on bigger, better fights. You guys let Turki Al-Sheikh come into the game and overpay people now. And now Queensberry, who is, you know, had a fighter in the name of Tyson Fury, who isn't involved in Tyson Fury's Netflix fight. I'm hearing a lot of people are starting to look at Queensberry Promotions, fighters themselves, and are saying to themselves, I don't want to be part of this promotion company anymore. And I see why. You know, you let this guy, Turki Al-Sheikh, come into the game and overpay people, right? Paying people millions and millions of dollars. The exact same thing that they just did to Conor Ben. You guys let this happen. And now, people don't want to fight unless it's for a whole lot of money. A whole lot of money that would have only been possible if Turki Al-Sheikh was part of it, right? Now, all of a sudden, the bag has went down. The bag has went down, and if Turki isn't part of your event, the fighters aren't making as much money. So the fighters say to themselves, well, let's just say I fight for Queensberry and I see everything that's going down around me. I see people getting paid a lot of money. I see fighters leaving Queensberry. I see this new Zuffa boxing league that Turki owns 60% of. So me as a fighter, I look at where my current promotion company is and I look at where their current promotion company is. And I say to myself, where can I get the biggest bag? Well, who was paying the biggest bags and I was overpaying people to basically trick you into making you thinking that he was trying to make our sport of boxing better. But really this whole time, it seems like something else was going down. Boxers look at Zuffa boxing now. A lot of boxers have went over there because they've been offered a lot of money. Now, guys like Johnny Fisher, guys like David Allen, guys who've been hit up by Zuffa boxing but turned it down because they got loyalty, which is respectful. But there's a lot of other guys that left. And this is because they understand where they're going to be getting paid the big bucks. These lower end fighters with not a lot of hype behind them, not a lot of push behind their promotional companies. It's a tough game. You can't promote every single fighter out there to be the best fighter in the world. I can't put 100% of time in you and also put 100% of time in you and also put 100% of time in you. No, it's picking and choosing. And a lot of younger fighters are deciding to take that road because, like people say, Zuffa boxing is filled with has-beens or with people who aren't just good enough to get better. So they see this platform that's going to give them guaranteed fights and guaranteed money when some of these dudes were only fighting one time a year with very little viewing or little to none. Seeing this avenue created and got into it, all of it because you hardcore boxing fans. Now, I'm not saying I'm speaking about everybody. If you never liked Turki Al-Sheikh in the first place, then this isn't for you. But if you bought into everything that they promoted, everything that they said, making boxing great again, and now you see how things are starting to turn out, the joke has been played on you. Now, $1 billion, the Saudi Arabian government, Zuffa Boxing, Sela, might have to pay to Frank Warren. But one thing I will tell you is there are a lot of repercussions with Frank Warren starting this war. A lot of repercussions. And I got a list right here. A big list of all the different things, bad things that can happen from Queensberry if they do not win this lawsuit. They must win this lawsuit. And if they don't, it's going to cost a hefty, hefty bag. Because you're not only messing with Turki, Dana White, Zuffa Boxing, these guys who are basically funded by the goddamn Donald Trump. Also, Sela, the Saudi Arabian government. If you're suing Sela, you're suing the Saudi Arabian government. So you're not just going against these other dudes, you're going against the biggest guys in the world. Frank Warren, Queensberry, better be ready, and they better come with guns. They better come with ammunition. I'm pretty sure Frank Warren, starting this, already has a plan and already probably feels like they are going to win. But let me tell you something, man. You're messing with something entirely bigger here. You're messing with something that might be a little too big here, Frank Warren. You must be careful, man. Hopefully he gets through this lawsuit, wins it. So that way he can look good, get paid for the money that he says he lost due to everything that's going down in the situation. But if he loses, my goodness, man. Zuffa Boxing at this moment was like this. And now they're at a roadblock. A roadblock that we have to wait to see who's going to end up winning the battle. But I'll tell you right now, if Zuffa Boxing wins this battle, Frank Warren not being involved and taking Sela is never going to be part of any big money fights, at least when it comes to the way Turki was paying people. These cards being on Netflix that you're not part of. A lot of these fighters that you promote are going to start looking for different avenues, at least guys that actually have a relationship with Sela, Turki Al-Sheikh, Ring Magazine. And I'm not just saying Dana White or Zuffa Boxing. You don't have to have a relationship with those guys, right? Oscar De La Hoya can still work with Sela, Rahida Season, Turki Al-Sheikh, even though he got the beef with Dana White, right? So can Eddie Hearn if he chooses to. But Frank Warren, forget about it. Forget about it. And now you better hope nothing bad ends up coming your way, man. Because I'm not just saying through court justice. I'm saying through a lot of other things. This is a lot bigger than what you think it is. But let me know what you guys think, man. This is going to be absolutely interesting to see how this turns out. We're going to see who wins the battle. and what this means for the loser getting out of this at the end, man. Breaking news. MMA Boxing Addict channel reporting to you.